Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ryan, and this is my partner, Manush. Today, we are going to talk about a book named Quiet Freedom. Before we start it, let me introduce the outline of our presentation. We separate our presentation into 5 parts. We got character, setting, theme, personal response, vocabulary, and sentences. So before we start it, we have to know what is racial discrimination. Racial discrimination is unfairness based on racial differences. And follow up, Manush will introduce the character of this story.
Everyone, I'm Manush. Today I'm talking about the characters of Quiet Freedom. I will introduce the 2 main characters. First, Steve Biko. Steve Biko stands out for the confident and the determined leader. Strongly support the rights of Black Africans in apartheid. Biko has become a hope and an encouragement for people who against unfair treatment with his strong speech and his bravery. But his sadly ending really affects this powerful story. The second character is Donald Woods. Donald Woods is a journalist who wants to show how the apartheid bad is in South Africa. He's tough and brave. He can take all the risks to tell the truth. He wants to do this because he wants to show the world how this unfair system is going to and how the Black African is hard living in South Africa. Next, I will talking about setting. The story background is happened in South Africa 1970s. It's because the emergence of colonialism and racial segregation laws made this happen.
Thank you, Manush. I'm Ryan, and let me introduce the theme of this story. The first part, why did the author write this book? In our opinion, we think it's to send a message to the world, and let me explain it. Because Woods received the letters from Pickles, and after that, Woods understand the apartheid of South Africa, and that's the reason why Woods changed. Also the reason why Woods willing to spend so much time just want to tell the truth of South Africa to the world. Second part, what important idea or message is being put across? We think it's the importance of speech. Before I explain it, let me introduce Right for Rights. What is Right for Rights? Right for Rights is a group of people willing to spend time to write letters for the person who are around. As we know, words can hurt people. However, it can also help people. For an example, a person cannot impact a thing too much. However, if there are a group of people, that might be another story. Everyone have their own rights of speech. However, a good speech can change a person's life. For another example, Martin Luther. He used I have a dream to change a lot of people's life. The third part, how is the theme connecting to the setting, character, plot, style, and viewpoint? Like we mentioned, we got importance of speech and to send a message to the world. Let me explain it. In the story, Pico used his own words to write letters to Woods, and after that, Woods understand the apartheid of South Africa, and that's the reason why Woods willing to spend so much time just want to tell the truth of South Africa to the world. And that's the reason why we use importance of speech and to send a message to the world. Let's move on to the personal response. In my opinion, I use independent thinking about social justice. Nowadays, people only know a part of an issue. However, they don't put any attention on it. In the story, Woods received letters from Pickles, but he decided to figure out the truth of South Africa. After that, Woods understand the apartheid of South Africa, so that's the reason why he willing to spend so much time. Just want to tell the truth of South Africa to the world. We often be taken away by social media or public. With the ability of independent thinking about social justice, we can know what is right and what is wrong. And that's the reason why I use independent thinking about social justice to be my personal response.
Just like Ryan mentioned, how understanding social issues independently can be influenced by the media, I want to talk to everyone about the importance of important media literacy. Media literacy means understanding, analyzing, judging the media message. It's really important in today's society. If you don't have the right ideas, it's easy to believe the fake news, being misled or controlled. This can cause worry and confusion information. Overall, lacking media literacy makes it easy for wrong information to influence you. It's hard to make a smart decision, which is affect both individuals and societies negatively. So next part is vocabulary and sentence. We prepare 10 vocabulary. The first one is confrontation. It means 对抗、冲突 or 对峙、争论. It's in page 22, chapter 6, title, and page 33, line 70. And the first example is some couple seems to like confrontation, but Josh and I hardly ever argued. 有的夫妻似乎很喜欢争吵，但我跟乔许几乎没有吵过嘴。There was a violent confrontation between the rival supporters after the match. 赛后双方球迷产生冲突。The second vocabulary is prejudice. Prejudice is mean 成见、偏见. It's in page 5, line 3, 4, and 5. The first sentence is laws against a racial prejudice must be strictly enforced. 禁止种族歧视的法律必须严格执行. And the second one is his comments may have prejudiced the voters against her. 他的评论可能导致选民对他有了偏见。The third vocabulary is custody. Custody is means 居留、监管权. It's in page 62, line 15. The first sentence is the suspect is now in custody. 嫌疑犯正被扣押候审. And the second one is the parents were given joint custody. 孩子的父母获得了共同监护权。The fourth vocabulary is betrayal. Betrayal is mean 背叛. It's in page 43, line 19. And the first sentence is he was accused of betraying his country during the war. 他在战争期间被指控背叛祖国。Another is for the years they betrayed the UK's secrets to Russia. 他们一直以来都提供英国的情报给俄罗斯。Vocabulary is defense. Defense is mean 保护、防御、辩护. It's in page 49, line 3. The first sentence is the judge remarked that ignorance was not a valid defense. 法官说无知不能成为有效的辩护理由。Second one is a good tile house built the body's natural defenses. 良好的饮食习惯有助于增强身体的自然抵抗能力。And the next 6 to 10, let's welcome Ryan.
Thank you, Manish. I'm Ryan. And let me introduce the vocabulary. First, pardon. It means to forgive someone for something they have said or done. This word often used in polite expression. For example, pardon my ignorances. What exactly is ignoramus? Or, large numbers of political prisoners have been pardoned and released by the new president. Second one, clinic. A building parked with a hospital. People can go for medical care or advice relating to a particular condition. Let's look at the examples. Bring your baby to the clinic. We'll take a look at her. Or, antenatal clinic provides care for a pregnant woman. The third one, hesitate. To pause before you do or say something, often because you are concerned or nervous about it. Let's look at the examples. She hesitated slightly before answering the question. Or, don't hesitate about it. Do it at once. The fourth one, inquest. The official process to discover the cause of someone's death, or to figure out the reason why someone or something's failure. Let's look at examples. An inquest is always held if murder is suspected, or an inquest into the department's performance. The last one, manuscript. An official copy of a book or an article before it is printed. Let's look at an example. He sent his 400-page manuscript to his publisher, or it is thought that the manuscript is the work of a monk and dates from the 12th century. Above is our presentation. Thanks for listening.